What's going on, everyone? I'm your host, Harcrux. We're back with another episode of Jedi Survivor.
I mean, Star Wars Jedi Survivor, so you weren't wrong.
Yeah, but my tongue was about to say like a Lego Star Wars game because like
Yep,
last
everybody, this is the first level to the Skywalker Saga Lego game.
like what was it? It was last night I was uh recording like more of Lego Batman 3
Mm-hmm.
and I'm done with like the like all the base game levels, and there's a lot of exploration and collectibles in like the overworld.
Yeah.
So I've been recording like doing all the collecting there, and I'm thinking I'm probably going to do supercuts of just when I collect everything,
Fair enough.
because
Yeah.
geez.
Remember to actually bring me in when you get around to doing Lego Skywalker Saga, because that game is too massive for any one person to have to go through the 100% by themselves.
I mean, I've done it
Let's
before.
try this one.
I'll probably be able
I
to do
know,
it
but
again. Like if
I
they,
know. But I also kind of just need an excuse to actually sit down and play that entire fucking game. Because it's a lot of game, man.
Hey,
yeah.
glad you both found Pyloons all right.
Thanks again for the invite. Name's Ash Javi, by the way.
I'm Cal. This is BD.
Plus, it'll be faster with two
Man,
people.
You didn't
Yeah.
tell me what a dive this
Like
place
we'll
would
have
be.
to see how the
This saloon has wonky acoustics,
how
weirder
Steam's
customers, and a barely functional
co-op
refresher.
play actually
It's
would work for
perfect.
us.
I mean, it's worth a try at least.
Yeah.
Can't wait to hear what you've got. Pretty sure Grease's old jukebox predates the High Republic.
We got you, Cal. Hit up DDEC if you want to hear anything specific.
I will. Thanks.
All right.
Any ideas on what to play, BD?
Let's play.
Let's change the tempo. I know you like this one, buddy.
All right. Did that? Okay. Okay. Let's go to the roof. I want to talk to.
Oh, whoa, hang on. What's going on here?
Talk to everyone at the saloon.
Oh, okay.
What up?
Avatar: The Last Airbender is getting a third series. Like, a third animated series.
Oh yeah, I
It's
heard.
meant to be a continue after Legend of Korra. Takes place after Legend of Korra. Seven Heavens is what it's apparently called. Will be set in a world shattered by a devastating cataclysm. A young Earthbender discovers that she's the new Avatar after Korra. Okay, so we're dealing with another female Avatar. That's interesting. But in this dangerous era, that title marks her as humanity's destroyer, not its savior. Good God, Korra, what have you done?
Probably what she had to do in order to.
I mean, I believe that, but still, God, dang it, Korra.
Get one job.
You know what would be really messed up if it's the truth?
What?
If Republic City responded to Korrasami the same way Nickelodeon did. And that's why the world is in the shape that it's in.
I don't think they'll do that.
They better not, because I don't want to be right.
I mean, I've seen the concept arts of what they're thinking for the for the Earthbender. I think they're going to make her a paraplegic.
This garden.
Yes.
No, let me rephrase that. She's not going to be a
Looks like you've
paraplegic.
already started.
She's going to have a prosthetic leg.
Overnight, but there's so much more.
I mean, for an Earthbender, that's fascinating.
Yeah.
I'll tell you all about them.
So
But much like healthy roots,
I don't know
not
what they'll
overextend
do.
yourself.
Hopefully, they kind of
Grow the plants we have,
bring a bit
and I'll
more
clear
like
more garden space in
lightheartedness,
due
like they
time.
did in the original.
Yeah. I mean, I honestly, I really don't know what to hope for with this series.
Fascinating. Finish planting it.
Let's
I'll
see.
tell you
Hunted
more.
by both human and spirit enemies, she and her long-lost twin must uncover their mysterious origins and save the Seven Heavens before civilization's last strongholds collapse. Let's
I heard
see.
I heard somewhere
Cognac.
like someone made a theory that the long lost twin was going to be will be like the new dark avatar or evil avatar.
No, like, honestly, that might be the case because like twins being born and one of them is the light avatar. Yeah, one of them. The other one is almost certainly going to be the dark avatar.
Oh shit.
Yep, you have to use only the dual blades, the dual bladed. So just remember that this thing's strong suit is deflecting. Let's see. Konietzko and DiMartino said in a statement, "When we created the original series, we never imagined we'd still be expanding the world decades later. Honestly, neither did I. But then again, I wasn't even expecting Legend of Korra.
Yeah.
This new incarnation of the Avatar-verse is full of fantasy, mystery, and a whole new cast of amazing characters. Avatar 7 Heavens will be split into 2 seasons comprising a 13-episode Book 1 and a 13-episode Book 2. Konietzko and DiMartino are co-creating the new series together with executive producers Ethan Spalding and Sehaj Sethi. My apologies if I'm saying those names incorrectly. No cast has been announced yet. As someone who will defend Legend of Korra to his dying breath, I will say I'm excited for this. And whatever new stuff it brings. You know?
Yeah.
Because, like, I don't mind saying it. Legend of Korra is good. People just were weirdly critical of it.
I think like my thing, like why I'm typically critical of it, was just because I hated the fact that she was just a prodigy at every other at all the elements besides air.
Well, I think the reason they did that was specifically because when we first met Aang, he was only a prodigy of airbending. We've already seen the learning process of water, earth, and firebending. So I think they wanted to focus on airbending for this one since it's the only bending element they couldn't really, do anything with Aang.
Oh, okay.
You know?
Okay, so I mean like I would be a-okay if like when we start the series, she already like same type of beginning to like with the like before she went to Republic City. I'm okay with that. Like she learned the other elements in like while she was growing up. My issue
Well, I mean,
was
yeah, she was trained by the White Lotus, and they were at least presumably the best of the best.
yeah. My
All
thing
right,
was
that did it.
I just didn't like the fact that she was a prodigy at the age of 3.
I mean, I doubt she's the only Avatar to have had that kind of situation, you know?
Well, for as like like the avatars we've seen, it just kind of felt weird.
I don't know. I honestly, I never really gave that part of her any attention.
Oh come on, I shot it.
Yeah, it has more health than that. Maybe try the Force Pull next time? I don't know.
Yeah. All right.
Anyways, let's go into that Looker Hulk.
Well, I want to do.
But yeah, it's like people complained about how Avatar: The Last Airbender didn't do more do more deep diving of lore into the origins of the Avatar, and Legend of Korra gave us that, and yet people still complain about Legend of Korra, and it's just like
you really
it's
can't.
like it gave they like Legend of Korra gave us so many things that we wanted from Last Airbender. Why are we still so mad? You're basically going to want to have to start by going back the way you came when you first arrived in the village.
That's this way, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like, I like that it did all of that. I like that Korra's love life was more complicated than Aang's was because, you know, the whole love at first sight thing is just kind of whatever these days.
Yeah, I just think it was like as humans.
Yeah, and I mean,
It was
like
just
Katara
like
did have other fleeting interests with, at the very least, Jet. Um,
that one Earthbender
I
from
was about to say
the ship.
maybe Haru, but that's a maybe. Um, Not Zuko. I don't care what the goddamn fandom says.
Yeah, people that are like, oh,
I don't
Katara.
understand the concept of Zutara. Like, is she like? Do you have any idea? Like, do people even understand that it took her until right before the last set of episodes for her to be okay with Zuko being a part of the team?
Yeah, like
People just like hate. People just apparently are really into hate sex. I don't get it.
it really like does frustrate me at times because like I think the idea of oh no.
Just keep going. You're fine. There you go. I'm gonna be honest. I thought those were the tumbleweed monsters.
Yeah, no, as soon as I saw the God, it's been a hot minute since we've played this game.
Yeah, no, you're gonna have to reteach yourself. When they glow, you have to dodge.
I know that much. It's just the dodge button because I've been doing the wilds
Mm-hmm.
beta. I've been there we go.
Oh, something for the garden.
Yeah, I have no interest in the Monster in the Wilds beta. I'd rather wait a few days after it's released to play it.
Yeah.
You know, let them get all the day one bugs out and all that.
Oh yeah, no. Like when like just from doing the beta, it just allows me to kind of get an idea of how the combat system will actually work.
Mm-hmm.
And if like it's a game I actually want to play and record for the channel.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna make wild videos eventually. I got a lot of catching up to do on Rise and World first, but there will inevitably be Wilds videos.
Yeah.
So stay tuned to my channel if you want to see some of that.
Back to it.
And I've been saying this for a very long time, but I believe that if Korosami had simply happened like a year or two later, Nickelodeon wouldn't have canceled them.
Was it really because of Korosami? That's why they were canceled? I thought they were canceled just because
It was at least one of the reasons. It was at least one of the reasons. Because you got to remember, back when Legend of Korra was finishing, they were still scared to introduce content like that to children. Not that there is anything wrong with it, mind you. It was just the mindset of the time. I believe this was like before #LoveWins. At the very least, this was before Ruby and Sapphire in Steven Universe.
But even then,
It's definitely before that. And then, yeah, even then, Rebecca Sugar got into a lot of trouble with Cartoon Network for a while.
Buddy, help.
like, because I think like there's a, I think like just at this point, romance in kids shows honestly kind of stupid in my opinion.
I don't really care about it one way or the other. If they have it, fine. If they don't have it, I'm not missing out on anything. Runnable wall.
Oh right. Get back here.
Get over here!
I think like the reason why I don't really like romance in kids shows is just because it all feels like very superficial and forced a lot of the time.
Yeah, and honestly, if you want to get like super defensive about the whole subject, there's an argument to be made that Legend of Korra is more for teenagers than it is for kids.
Oh yeah, no, it definitely is.
Not a terribly big distinction, I know, but like still.
Yeah.
Makes you wonder if maybe Nickelodeon will target Seven Heavens to the more aged up audience of the original show. Probably not, but it'd be interesting if they decided to go that way.
Yeah.
So yeah, you want to keep going. Don't forget this is Tar.
Yep.
It's not instant death if you fall in it, but you're definitely not going to hang around in it. Also, when you're in the midair, if you've forgotten, there you go.
Yeah. I was like,
I didn't know if you remembered or not, since you had gotten it just last episode.
yeah. Like I remembered it was something we could do. I just could not.
Yeah, no worries. I was fully prepared to just straight up remind you again. It's all good. You can also phase through green ray shields,
Yeah.
but only the green ones, not the red ones.
Yeah. God damn it.
The red ones are blocked because you are unworthy. You realize it's gonna...
Yeah. Alright, this way?
Not 100% sure.
Find Kip O-Star.
Bounty!
Yep.
He's not coming up after you.
Oh, where that came from. That's nothing. Not done with you yet.
Not a good idea. I'm gonna be real with you. If you're gonna main the double blade, the dual wielding stance, then I think your secondary stance should actually be double sided as opposed to blaster. You know, a stance of pure offense to partnered with a stance of pure defense. It's what I would do anyways. But Your Let's Play, your style. Look out. Charging forward, I don't see how... I fail to see how jumping backwards is going to work.
Yeah. Stop it.
They're not going to.
Very nice.
Yeah, you picked a very unfortunate place to end that fight.
Stop it.
Yeah, it's easy to get sick of those things. Hate those little guys.
Alright. Then there's one more rumor in this area.
Find the gorge's secret. I'm sure we've talked about this before, but if you were in the Avatar verse, which element would you want to bend? And you can only pick one, you cannot choose to be the Avatar.
Screw you! I choose to be the Avatar.
Non-bender, got it. Can't go there.
Yep.
You have to... Actually, the ability you need to get through that, you'll unlock at the Lucre Hulk.
What's the, Alright. Right there?
Feel that?
Stim here, BD. Just in time.
No, not that way.
Enemy Jedi is in the area. Somewhere. We will root him out.
Let's see.
Yeah, you take command. Lead the charge.
Or is it
You earned it.
that?
Oh, good. Thank you, sir.
Honestly, I wouldn't really worry about this one right now. Just because even I don't remember a thing about this particular rumor.
Yeah.
I saved.
Yep. Let's see.
But yeah, if I were in the Avatar verse, I would probably want to be an Earthbender, honestly.
See, it's hard for me because they like all
Let's
the
stop for a
elements
moment.
have like really cool like
No, yeah,
elements you can learn.
I absolutely agree. I picked Earthbending because I just feel like that's the one that vibes with me the most. Like, I'd be fine with any element at the end of the day. Although, doing all the airbending techniques would likely make me very dizzy. But I suppose that's just something I'd have to get used to.
Yeah. I think either fire or water bending. For me, I like even though airbending would be a lot of fun.
I think if you were to be a waterbender, you would prioritize the ice variety of it.
Yep. I would learn how to freeze people's blood.
That's okay. If normal bloodbending is illegal, then blood ice bending is mega illegal.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Who would know?
Any waterbender that acts as a medic to examine the body.
I don't know, man. I think I could get away with it. This way. Yeah.
My goodness.
Like I know my Alright, let's see. I want to get back over there. I do this. I have to go this way.
I think you're going the entirely wrong direction. Yeah, this is where you first met Cage, or whatever their name is.
Yep.
Refresh my memory. Where are we going?
I don't know, I'm just following the marker. And the marker's set to go this way.
Help me. Stim, please.
Alright. You can kindly stop for a bit.
He's like, please die, preferably in pain.
Hey, buddy. Stim, please, buddy. Better.
Well, if you're trying to go somewhere you haven't been before, that ray shield is a good place to start.
Yep.
On account of this area is completely irrelevant to you anymore.
Well, we never actually got opened this up.
Well, sure, but now it's easy on how you do it.
Yeah.
Let's show this to Z.
We'll show this to Z after we save her.
Not the worst idea I've ever heard.
Well, there it is.
I remember coming to this thing from a completely different direction.
You made it.
But maybe that's later in the game, who knows.
Me? Not a chance. What are we dealing with? Any sign of the droid?
It's kind of cool that BD acts as a pair of binoculars.
Some kind of service gantry.
Could be a way in.
It's the best option I can see. Only way to the Lucre Hulk is through this swamp.
For you, maybe. You want to ride, BD?
I'd take
When
that
you're
as a
ready to
no.
move on that gantry. I'll be watching.
Copy that. That's one way not to get mud on your boots.
Is it bad that sometimes when I see people do that, I just hope their
Their jetpack explodes.
it just doesn't start.
I would say there's some repressed anger issues there.
Nah, I think I'm perfectly fine. Because I don't repress my anger. I let it all out.
All at once.
Yep.
Hard to believe anything could live in this swamp. I guess our friend here makes it work.
Excuse me.
See that building, buddy? Guess someone does live here. Or did once.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. Well, that's
How much do you
interesting.
think this is worth?
What you
Nothing's
find?
worth crossing the Raiders.
Oh, just updates for Rita Rewind. It's nothing that would interest you.
Hmm.
I'm not leaving you here.
All right,
Don't
let's.
worry about me.
Here's what I'm interested. Here's what's. So we've talked about the Switch 2 a couple of times in different videos.
Yeah.
Entire life is on the
Here's a piece of Switch 2 news that I was not expecting.
Okay.
There's another Smash Bros. Game coming.
Sounds about right.
I mean, sure it does, but like,
Well,
wasn't
you're
the whole
doing
point of
okay.
Ultimate's namesake
same
being that it's the
question, eh?
last?
I came out here to look for Z.
Dude,
Yeah.
we're
Me
talking
too.
about a Nintendo game.
And I
I know, but Sakurai, like,
Was it? We've
I don't
only
know.
just met, but I could use some assistance.
I mean,
do
like,
you need?
Sakurai
I
might just
was
hand
told
the
there's a
torch over to
bird in
someone
this
else. It
swamp
might
that
just been
fought a
his
resplendent
last
plumage.
Smash game.
But when
I
I
don't
tried to
know.
get
Because
a
like,
look
there,
at one,
no one but
it
Sakurai
turned
gets
bad
shown
overloaded.
anytime
Where'd it
that
go?
the new Smash
It
Bros.
got a
game
nest at the
is
top of a
talked
spire
about.
nearby.
Yeah.
I'd go, but Winnie here
The
says I
question
gotta
is,
stay by her
who
side.
would be the
Yes, that spire there. It's so
who
close, yet
who
so
will
far.
be the
I'll see what I can do.
actual
You shine
starting
like the
character
stars. Oh, that's a Coruscant saying, perhaps a more simple.
for the
Thank
story
you,
mode?
Carl.
Because we had Kirby. Because
Dude, if Sakurai has any say in it, you know it's going to be Kirby again.
yeah, if he doesn't though,
The dude is biased as hell.
oh yeah, he's the one who made Kirby.
I'm not saying he shouldn't be, I'm just saying he is.
Dangerous spot to catch a fish.
Nay, dangerous fish to catch him. Spot.
Sure.
Aye, that
Good
one's
one.
on the line. But sarcasm is weak bait. Besides, I've gathered my focus for my quarry, the fearsome glodsome crab. One of my old crew, a mate on the grapnel, once tried to pluck a crab from the sea foam, when suddenly, wham! Overboard she went.
Huh? That didn't seem as
Where
cool
was
as I was hoping.
Aye, she flopped overboard like a quillfish wriggling out of a tin. The crab yanked her in by the nostril. Sometimes you have to strike first, no?
Do you really believe that?
A flexible compass may not serve ye on the roiling waves of Manan, but it does make the seas of the soul easier to brook, no? Stay a moment, and I'll regale you with the next chapter of my tale.
Alright, bye, Scuba.
Avatar The Last Airbender's Jin spin-off gets release date window. Who is Jin again? Isn't she that one random girl that Zuko had a single date with in Ba Sing Se?
I can't move that. There's
So
no other way up to the pillar either.
back in the
What?
well, okay, so you know like the Aunt Cass edit, right?
Pulling me under?
No.
Okay, so it's basically, remember in the in Big Hero 6 when Aunt Cass is leaning on the counter?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so there's an edit where it's that clip, but they give
This
Aunt
stuff
Cass
gets
bigger
everywhere.
gazongas.
Okay, that picture I've seen.
Yeah. Okay. The internet did the same thing for Jen. If Jen is the girl from Ba Sing Se.
Yeah. Which I think she is. At least that's the picture that they're using.
Oh
Ever been in
yeah.
a ship this
Yeah.
big before, buddy?
Then
I
someone
mean, just, you know, with the normal gazonkas.
Seas in there.
yeah. Okay.
We're not leaving
So
without it.
there's a theory that depending on like how good of some more adult edits of characters are, the more popularity a character will get. And that will force these like producers to think that that character has more of a cult following and it's more popular than they probably actually are.
Taking the shot. Damage within acceptable parameters.
BD, toss me a stim.
I.e., when the internet gets horny, you can expect producers to be like, okay, people are loving this character. We don't know why people are loving this character. We just gotta give the people.
For better or worse, sex sells.
Yep.
And I was talking with someone earlier today. Why is it that with mobile games specifically, women in the E and T rated games are wearing, or just applications in general, are wearing less than what is on the M rated advertisements? Because I have a problem with that.
Oh yeah, no, I have a problem with that. It's a like it's like so in Texas, the great old
Good to go.
black and orange website is banned in the state of Texas for the safety.
It is where I'm living too.
Yeah. So it's basically, and the reasoning is because it's so easy for kids to have access to the internet, they can stumble upon these websites. And then these websites can have like kind of a really bad effect. And I'm going to let you guys in on something. I was one of those kids who stumbled on those websites and
Any trouble getting here?
might have a minor
Nothing you
crippling
couldn't
addiction.
handle?
How about that?
Been working
swamp?
on it over the
Almost
years.
lost a boot.
He's doing well.
Yeah.
You
So
should see the Shadowlands of Kashyyyk. Now that's a swamp.
Yeah, not on my
it's
bucket
just
list.
to kind of make it to try and curb or lessen the addiction to adult content that
I'll go
kids kind of stumble upon over time.
Yeah. And but that just adds to my problem with it.
But like, I don't know.
It's like, if that's the reason why the hub is not allowed, then what these mobile applications are doing for their advertisements should be arrestable.
Yeah.
It should be grounds for having the entire company seized and the employees arrested. And yes, I'm being very hostile about this because I am not okay with any of it.
Damage taken. I will end
You do know they're droids, right?
I was trying to do the
weapons engaged.
bows thing.
Ah, right, that. And into the slosh he goes.
No getting that out.
Imagine if they could just jack one of those things, huh? Tar?
Well, it doesn't look like I was. Okay, I was starting to sink right there.
Yep, you are always going to sink the second you step into tar. It's a slow sinking, I admit. That's because you're not supposed to stand there, so you can't get up there.
That's so dumb.
Yeah, well, video games.
Can you patch me up? I really needed that.
Imagine if you could just jack one of these AATs, am I right?
That would make this next section so much easier, I bet.
Until the B2s just start spamming their rocket launchers.
To quote Halo 3, tank beats everything.
Look it up.
So in Halo 3, kind of like slightly near in-game, I would say probably about 3/5.
Late mid-game?
Yeah, late mid-game.
Not such a
You're
warm
on
world.
like a
guess
desert
knocking isn't an
planet,
option.
We'll find our own way.
trying to
You smell that too,
get
BB?
information on one of the Halo rings.
Think you can break that cover?
And
Let's find out.
after like going basically solo across the desert to a recon point and killing every enemy within the recon point,
There was a commotion on the staging area. Enemies are here.
you have a massive supply drop of
We'll handle whatever comes.
vehicles, weapons, and like manpower.
It would really suck if that thing affected you too.
Strike. That'll go.
Nothing personal.
Yeah. So it's like at the point, like one of the like vehicles you get is a tank, and the game basically tells you, hey, get in the tank.
Yeah.
Either you can drive the tank, or you can just kind of be the gunner on the tank. I always say drive the tank because it's fun.
I would rather be the gunner personally.
Yeah, but driving the tank is a lot more fun because you get to use the cannon for it.
Fair enough.
And like as you're
I'll leave the driving to you. I'll just take gunner point.
Yeah. So like as you're going through the area, you get like one of the enemy types is are called like hunters,
Decided to come after all.
Yeah.
and they are
All right.
one of the most
seem happier
bullshit
about your
enemies if you don't know how to
Okay, let's
like
focus.
actually
See
deal
who
with
needs
them.
us.
Mm-hmm.
And even if you do know how to deal with them, depending on your skill level, you are probably going to get stuck because they take a lot, and I mean a lot, of bullets. Because how the hunters are, they are plated in like very sturdy and heavy armor.
Mm.
Except for like small sections along their backs. Do I have to... Okay.
I knew you'd figure it out.
I wasn't... like, I knew that was what I had to do, just wasn't sure, because I couldn't
You know, I broke
tell
a
if that was a
once.
grapple point
Yeah?
or not.
Any tips?
No, it was nothing like a Luker Hulk. Not sure why I even mentioned it.
Could you clear this up?
Absolutely.
But yeah, so like as you're going through, like you get to fire the tank at like a pack of hunters, then you get to fire the tank at just a lot more of like the enemy vehicles that are typically very hard to deal with.
Sure.
And there's just an NPC that's kind of in your ear, and he's just like, tank beats hunter. Tank beats ghost. Tank
beats everything.
Yep. And like he's just like, oh, really?
Ah, you almost had that. You were a little off.
Yep.
I caught you. That was luck.
You need to aim at the left.
Yep.
Oh, you're so...
You didn't double jump.
Now.
I couldn't double jump. It wasn't letting me double jump.
Got you now. Get back here. I got you.
Could you have imagined if that grenade had hit you?
I would have just gone back to the rest points
destroying expectations.
Like,
You are an
like this game is kicking your ass. I am not gonna shame you if you decide to lower the difficulty at any point.
Oh no, I'm not a quitter. Mama didn't raise no
It
quitter.
happens more than you'd think.
No wonder they lost. Come on,
Like,
let's
if
go.
I had this on the hardest setting, I would not. I would keep it on the hardest setting. Because my mentality
If that were the
is
case, if that were the case, we'd still be at Coruscant.
no. I would.
We would be as many episodes in, and we would still be on Coruscant.
Nah, trust
This
me.
DVD?
If we were on the hardest difficulty, I would have like become uber gamer.
Comment section. Let us know how badly you want to see Crux play this game in the hardest difficulty. I'll even allow him to use New Game Plus.
I'll do it on Survivor or no Fallen Order. That's it.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. We're at the 46-minute mark. Let's just see kind of what's around here real quick.
I'm gonna be real with you. You have better odds doing a New Game Plus max difficulty run of this game because this game lets you keep all the skill points you acquired.
Yeah. All right. It's supposedly we got some new stuff. Let's just take a look at everything new we got. Assembly. Make you a little rugged. Keep you as a swooper.
You gotta be swooping.
Binocular. Standard BD1. Now let's go Astro. Alright.
Like the new look?
Call it Blaster. Nothing. Flintlock pistol. Nothing. Okay.
Ergonomic and effective.
Alright. With a new gun made, I think we'll probably just call this episode off here. Don't want to go too long. But yeah, no, if you guys want to see me do a hardest difficulty of Fallen Order, that'll be a pain, but
Yeah.
so that'd be one where I would be recording it by myself.
Yeah, no, you won't want me there.
So I can whatchamacallit? So I can edit out and montage.
I'll be keeping
I'll have a death counter made.
Yeah, I was about to say, you better have a death counter in my honor.
Yeah. But yeah, that, like, comment, sub, do all that good stuff. And we'll see you guys in the next one.
Later, nerds.
Peace.